Congratulations. You're exploring colleges. Time to fill out forms and write essays, then visit campuses and talk non-stop about your future. But before we talk about your future, let's talk about the future. This one. No, this one. Okay, maybe this one. Here's the thing. The future hasn't happened yet. There are ideas about it, but they look less like answers and more like questions. Every question inspiring another question. And that's how it's always been. They used to ask what happens when it's not done by hand, when there are machines or software or robots. Questions, not answers. And that's where you come in. You'll ask the questions that guide your future and find the answers that define the future. Where should you go to get ready for that? Glad you asked. This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. Define it on your own terms. Want to combine majors? Go for it. This is a place to turn ideas into plans and plans into reality. It's a place to learn by doing, to do the research and ask important questions, to dare and fail and try again, and succeed, and then take that success and attack the next big challenge. Bringing marine life back from the brink, reimagining transportation, robotics, AI, VR, the next big thing. What you take on and how you approach it, that's up to you. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You've come to the right place.
That's it.
Sorry, Mike.
Put the mayo on it for you. That's my freaking.
That family seating over. Are we still on Allegro?
I'm sure the bagpipe.
Yeah. Do you want me to take the flap off the mic?
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Jacksonville University 2023 Commencement Celebration for the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences. At this time, the presentation of the colors will be conducted by the Jacksonville University Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps. We would ask everyone here now to please stand and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Please parade the colors. Please welcome class of 2023 who graduated yesterday, Caitlin Morales, accompanied by Ellison Whitehead for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched with so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please post the colors. I invite you to be seated. Thank you to Caitlin, brilliant, a member of our River Tones, graduated yesterday. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tim Koss, Jacksonville University class of 1981, and it's an honor to welcome you all here today on a beautiful day. It's a testament to the resilience of this group of students and the faculty and the staff that we're able to gather today on this beautiful campus. The past several years have brought us all unprecedented challenges, but it's allowed us to see the human spirit triumph. This is an exciting moment to be celebrating this group, their hard work, their talent, and their perseverance. This college is developing leaders in a most critical industry, and we look forward to celebrating healthcare and health education today. As we gather under these historic oak trees where tens of thousands of Jacksonville University graduates have walked before, we remember the Dolphins from the past. We'd also like to thank the many talented student musicians who performed on your way in. You can see them on page 3. They are hugely talented, and I hope you join me in thanking them for sharing their gifts today. We'd also like to recognize and thank our superb bagpiper, of course, also a Jacksonville University graduate, class of 1996, Mr. Michael Thomas. And sincere thanks to our senior mace carrier and ceremonial head marshal who's celebrating 22 years of service to our campus family, Dr. Cheryl Bergman. Thank you, Dr. Bergman. Much bigger applause than I got. Well done, yeah. If you'd like to follow along, we're going to stay on page 3. We're going to work our way through this. It's a great day for celebration. To offer our invocation now, I'm pleased to introduce one of our most accomplished Jacksonville University graduates. 40 years ago this weekend, she graduated on these grounds. Class of 1983, the Senior Assistant General Counsel at Florida Blue, Ms. Ari Jolly. Let me tell you a bit about her. She earned her degree here in German and political science before commissioning in the U.S. Navy as an officer, where she served for nearly a decade and received a Naval Achievement Medal. She earned her JD with high honors from Florida State University College of Law and has chosen to serve every facet of the Jacksonville community during her more than 30 years in the law. In 2022, Ari was on campus and she was recognized with the Jacksonville University Outstanding Military Alumnus of Distinction Award. She's also a member of the host committee for our brand new College of Law. We are grateful that she's here today to share some thoughts. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Ms. Ari Jolly. Ari?
What an absolutely beautiful day, and let me tell you, you guys look beautiful from up here. Thank you, President Cost. It is an honor to celebrate today with our graduates, their families, and our esteemed guests. It is a truly momentous day as we gather together to celebrate the class of 2023. We are grateful for this opportunity to have a moment of quiet reflection. Among us today are family, close family friends, brief acquaintances, and those who have never met before. May we be joined for the next few hours by our shared joy, excitement, and gratitude. As our graduates hear their names called on this spot where so many have come before them, may they also remember those who have supported them on this wonderful journey. May our time together this morning be a reminder to all of us that hard work, creativity, and sacrifice can make a positive impact far beyond one individual. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ari. As we applaud the tremendous success of these graduates who sit before us, allow me to draw your attention to the flags on the podium behind us. These flags represent the 20 home countries of our graduating class, including the United States, and from all around the globe, from Belgium to Vietnam. Over the course of our 89 years as a university, we've graduated students from all 50 states and from more than 100 countries around the world. The diversity of our graduating class is consistent with our motto of Fiat Lux, or let there be light. And just as important as the places from which these students come are the places that JU graduates are now thriving. At this very moment, our alumni are living and thriving in places like Baptist Health, the Mayo Clinic, Florida Blue, Brooks Rehabilitation, Google, Amazon, NBC, Major League Baseball, United States Congress, United Nations, and at top graduate schools around the world from London to Washington to New York. And these graduates seated here in front of you are ready to take their rightful place alongside their predecessors. Today, we award Jacksonville University degrees to 607 members of the class of 2023. We also recognize today 14 exemplary students who've earned dual degrees. And we're proud to celebrate today a first, the first graduating cohort from our Palm Coast location. Earning their Master of Science in Speech-Language Pathology, their Master of Science in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. We're also celebrating our very first graduates earning their Bachelor of Science in Health Sciences this morning. Every student walking across this stage today will join the more than 40,000 Jacksonville University graduates, including me and including Ari, who have come before. We warmly welcome all of you as alumni ambassadors. We're also very pleased today, in just a few moments, to more officially welcome our commencement speaker, one of the top driving forces in health education and leadership in this entire region of the country, the President and Chief Executive Officer of Baptist Health, Dr. Michael Mayo. We will all hear from him in just a moment. And we have navigated the weather. There was never a doubt that the weather would be beautiful at this time. But I am not going to tempt fate, so if it's agreeable to the group, I will cut my formal remarks down to 2 minutes. Is that okay? All right. To our graduates, then, I offer my most sincere congratulations. You've weathered trials over the last several years that no one expected. We challenged you to adapt and excel, and you did. I will pay you the highest compliment one graduate of this university can pay another, which is this is a better university now since you've been here than it was when you arrived. You made this place better for every single student who comes here after you, and I cannot thank you enough for that. You chose to get involved, to raise your voice, and to lend a hand in designing the future during a particularly transformative time. With your insights and feedback and that of our faculty, we expanded the offerings of our 5 colleges, our 11 schools, and our 4 institutes to match the 21st century global economy. Our goal for you has always been straightforward: to challenge your intellect and equip you with knowledge and skills to compete, then to encourage your exemplary character and tenacity, and then turn you loose to take on the world. And you have excelled at every turn. As you take in all that this morning is, please know that this is your legacy. Everything you see and feel here today, this is not the same JU as when you came here several years ago. And I thank you for that. Now, to our family and friends who've joined here in large numbers today, we congratulate all of you and thank you for everything you've done to make this day possible. We know you've worked hard to help your student arrive successfully to this remarkable inflection point between achievement and potential. And we're thankful to you. This is your celebration as well. To our dedicated faculty who are here today, you've adapted and persevered in the face of challenge. You've delivered an exceptional academic year. My sincere thanks to all of you for your scholarship, for your leadership, and for your partnership in building a truly premier university. And to our university staff at all levels, I thank you for the quality of your work every day and what you've done in service to our students. And to those who have put this event together for the last 48 hours in the rain, especially under the leadership of Brendan McCarthy and Caroline Busker, my thanks to you as well. Please join me in thanking all of those folks. I'd like to now recognize and thank your senior leadership team, including your dedicated academic leadership, cabinet, and senior staff. If you go to page 18, you will see 20 names there. In the past, we would ask 20 people to stand up, but we thought, since it might rain, but now it won't, I'd direct your attention to page 18, and please know that every one of those 20 individuals is here to celebrate with you this morning. I'd also like to say a special thank you to the many members of the President's Parents Council who are here, who've lent their time and talents to make us better. I also want to thank the members of the families of the Green Key, which is less than 1% of all those who graduate. And thanks to our talented Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences Advisory Board, which is represented today by one of their members, our First Lady, Stephanie Cost. I'd like to recognize in particular several Jacksonville University supporters who are here today whose generosity has changed the trajectory of this institution. A couple whose name is synonymous with our college, our School of Nursing. Very pleased to have today the benefactors of the Keigwin School of Nursing and longtime advocates of premier healthcare education. He served on our board of trustees, and she is a former nurse and supporter of everything that we do. Please welcome Jack and Beverly Keigwin. And I'm pleased to have here one of our board members, the longtime Chief Executive Officer of Rayonier, with his wife Paul and Shelley Boynton, have deep ties to Northeast Florida. Paul will be joining us beginning next week. Thank you to the Boyntons for being here. Now to bring you a welcome from our Board of Trustees, one of your own. Matt Kane is a talented and innovative entrepreneur. He and his wife Alexis are both Dolphin graduates, and they're passionate supporters for the vision of our university. We're so appreciative of their leadership. And this is the youngest member of the Board of Trustees in our history, and now the youngest chairman of the Board of Trustees in the 89-year history of our university, a Jacksonville University graduate again. Please welcome him forward, Chairman of the Board, Matt Kane. Matt?
Thank you. I'm Matt Kane, class of 2001, Jacksonville University, and on behalf of my 24 fellow trustees, I would just like to say congratulations on your momentous achievement. More than half of your trustees are also JU alums here at JU. We recognize the value of the education that you got, and just like Tim said, we are so appreciative because you are the students that are making it more valuable for those that come after you. On a personal note, when I came to Jacksonville University over 2 decades ago, I left with more than a degree. I also left with a wife. And my wife, Alexis, who I met about 200 yards that way, was a nursing graduate. And my family understands what all of you have to do. She always would remind me that while I might have been out too late with my friends, that she was asleep early because she had clinicals at 6 a.m. And also all of you have been doing clinicals and are frontline workers during a global pandemic. And from the Board of Trustees, we just want to say thank you. Thank you to your families, thank you to you, and thank you for everything that you're going to do for our community and the communities that you serve in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now it's my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, the President and Chief Executive Officer of our great community asset, Baptist Health, and a leader in healthcare administration and education, Dr. Michael Mayo. Baptist Health is the only locally governed not-for-profit healthcare system in North Florida. Our partnership is a long and storied one. In fact, JU and Baptist first partnered together more than 40 years ago to launch the fledgling School of Nursing, now known as the Keigwin School of Nursing. In the past decade, Dr. Mayo and his team at Baptist have been front and center in the further transformation of healthcare education here at our university. JU and Baptist partnered to develop our accelerated 12-month nursing program in 2021, an incredibly successful program helping to address the shortage of skilled nurses in our region. And Baptist is a lead partner in supporting our new 4-year medical college, providing clinical opportunities for doctors of osteopathic medicine. Jacksonville University nurses and doctors are fortunate to complete their clinical training at Baptist state-of-the-art facilities all throughout Northeast Florida. Michael has more than 30 years of experience in healthcare administration, leading hospitals and health systems around the South and Southeast, and an impressive educational pedigree. About to get more impressive in a moment. Michael's a graduate of the University of Alabama, Texas Women's University, and the Medical University of South Carolina. And he and his wife, Jennifer, who is here, thank you, Jennifer, are passionate champions of many Northeast Florida community organizations. So please give a warm welcome to the podium, a dedicated public servant, a talented executive, and a committed healthcare leader, the esteemed President and CEO of Baptist Health, Dr. Michael Mayo. Michael. I'm going to say a few words about Michael before we hear his commencement. Dr. Mayo, in recognition of your substantial contributions to the regional healthcare industry in the public, private, and nonprofit sectors, we have a resolution we'd like to share with you in part, presenting you with an honorary doctorate in healthcare education and leadership from Jacksonville University. A small portion of that reads, whereas Michael A. Mayo, President and CEO of Baptist Health, is a driving force behind healthcare education and innovation in our region. And whereas, in accordance with his leadership and character, Dr. Mayo has been recognized as one of the most influential executives in Jacksonville and across the state, being recognized as Ultimate CEO by the Business Journal and one of the 500 most influential Floridians by Florida Trend magazine, and where Dr. Mayo has provided a powerful opportunity for Jacksonville University students. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of Jacksonville University does hereby confer upon Michael A. Mayo the honorary degree of Doctorate in Healthcare Education and Leadership. To the class of 2023 and distinguished guests, please join me in congratulating and welcoming forward our newest doctor, commencement keynote speaker, Dr. Michael A. Mayo.
Well, now I can say that I graduated from JU, and I got here as fast as I could. Thank you for allowing me to be here today, and to our Board of Trustees, President Cost, Dr. Sapienza, Dean Tillman, distinguished trustees, and guests of the party platform, faculty of the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Health Sciences, family, friends, guests, and most importantly, the student candidates for graduation. Thank you for inviting me to be with you this morning. I'm grateful that President Cost asked me to come here to be a part of this today and for the privilege to share with you a few thoughts of my many years in healthcare leadership. Now, today marks a very significant moment for each of you in your professional and your personal lives. You did not arrive here at this moment by accident or without a tremendous amount of work, dedication, and sacrifice. I still remember sitting right where you are, waiting to receive my diploma. And just like you, I was filled with excitement, anxiety, and anticipation that all my energy and hard work to attain my degree was finally completed. I also wasn't paying much attention to the speakers or what they were saying. And so my focus was on the fact that I was finally done. So while I know that your thoughts are drifting in many directions, please allow me just a moment to share with you a few observations which I hope you take with you today in addition to the diploma that you'll receive. First and foremost, congratulations. You have reached a significant milestone in your educational career. Let this be a launching pad and not a termination point. Please be a lifelong learner and continue to perfect the expertise in your specific area of study and discipline. It is often remarked that the more I know, the more I know that I don't know. And it is a commitment to lifelong learning that will carry you to the greater heights, both personally and professionally. Second, seek out worthwhile work. What you do from this moment forward with the knowledge, skills, and confidence that you have acquired while completing your degree, I'm sure you're ready to take on the world and land that new job, or to maybe make that new promotion, and possibly, if only for a brief moment, slow down, stop, take a breath, and contemplate what lies before you. Many, if not most all of you, will pursue a role in healthcare, health services, or another area of service which is caring for others. Always remember to focus your patient and customer needs first and foremost. Careers in healthcare are very special jobs. For many, like me, it's a calling. Unlike most, we enter into a vocation where we have the opportunity to make a difference in a person's life each and every day. We encounter people at their most vulnerable times where their lives have been interrupted by illness and injury, and we have a unique opportunity to assist them in restoring for a better health status, and doing so in a very kind and compassionate manner. Third, do what you do with purpose and passion. A vocation in healthcare is a very challenging and it's a hard job. However, equipped with the good skill sets that you've acquired while here at JU, and with the interpersonal drive, purpose, and passion for your work, you will be successful, and you will make a difference. Speaking of making a difference, there's no higher calling than a healthcare career. In a world that has become so dependent on technology, healthcare at its very core relies on human connection. Nothing is more personal than health, and nothing can compare to the importance of what you do and you will do in the future. Because of people like you, you have dedicated your careers to helping others, and more individuals and families will have a better quality of life, and more communities will thrive because of you. And lastly, I challenge you to the most important skill of all, listening. Of all the skills you've acquired and perfected, listening is by far the most important. Did you hear what I said? Listening. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should use them proportionately. Are you listening twice as much as you're speaking? Let me share a quote from Rachel Naomi Raymond, one of the earliest pioneers in the mind-body holistic health movement. She is the co-founder and medical director of Commonwealth Cancer Help Program, where she has helped care for more than 30 years people with cancer and their families in helping them through those difficult times. Listen. The most basic and powerful way to connect to another person is to listen. Just listen. Perhaps the most important thing we ever give each other is our attention. A loving silence often has much more power to heal and connect than the most well-intentioned words. We live in a world today of much discord, and I think it's because people are not listening to one another, and far more focused trying to outshout one another. We are all too predisposed to thinking about our response to someone rather than coming to the conversation with no expectations and simply listening. Let me share a personal story that illustrates this point. Some while back, while I was rounding in the hospital with my chief nursing officer, we were leaving a unit and got on the elevator to go down to the first floor. And as we landed, as we were going down, the elevator stopped and the doors opened up, and 2 gentlemen walked on the elevator. Appeared to be a father and a son. As we made eye contact, and like she always did, she introduced herself, I introduced myself, and we said, "Do you have family in the hospital?" The older gentleman slowly raised his head, and he looked at me square in the eye, and he said, "I just lost my wife and his mother." And what seemed like a nanosecond, the elevator was at the bottom floor, and we stepped out. I immediately came up to him and expressed my sorrow, and my CNO put her arms around both of them, and we moved over to the side. And what seemed like a short period of time, but was at least 10 minutes, he spent telling us how much and how well the nurses cared for his wife, for him, and his son. He repeated over and over how they listened to every question and answered as best they could. As we parted, the older gentleman stopped and he turned to me and he said, "Thank you for taking such good care of my wife, his mother, and most of all, for listening." As I recall that encounter, I came back to my earlier statement that we are not listening to one another. But always remember, people yearn to be heard. As you take the knowledge that you have gained and you pursue your worthwhile work, do it with passion, with purpose, and it will lead you to make a difference in the lives of others. But your success will ultimately be determined by your ability and, most importantly, your willingness to listen. As the quote today reminds us, listening is the most powerful way to connect and maybe the most important gift we give each other, especially to patients and families. So as I close, let me share another quote that comes from Dr. Ralph Nichols, And it may carry even more weight in your assessment since you are all fresh from your academic work here at JU. The research of Dr. Nichols, who is recognized as the father of listening from his seminal work, Factors Accounting for Differences in Comparisons of Materials Presented Orally in the Classroom, which led to the establishment of the study and the development of listening research, teaching, and consulting. And in Dr. Nick's work at the University of Minnesota, he led that way. And now I quote from Dr. Nichols. The most basic of all human needs is the need to understand and to be understood. The best way to understand people is to what? Listen to them. Thank you for allowing me to share this day with you, and I wish you all Godspeed and much success. And remember, keep listening. Fins up.
Thank you, Dr. Mayo, and thank you to you and Jennifer for being with us today. And I've done a great deal of business with Dr. Mayo over the years, and I can tell you he's a world-class listener, absolutely. I'm pleased now to continue an important commencement tradition, recognizing a number of our most accomplished students. I'd like to direct your attention to pages 6 through 8 in your program, to the names of the many student award recipients who were formally celebrated earlier this week inside their respective colleges, their schools, and their institutes. These individuals have excelled academically and have distinguished themselves as leaders during this time on campus. Would you please join me in congratulating each one of these talented and capable graduates? They truly personify the best of our university. At this time, I'd like to introduce a colleague and a friend whose enthusiasm, skill, and dedication are leading the impressive academic progress on our campus. She's world-renowned in the field of speech-language pathology. She is an inventor, an educator, an author, a researcher. More importantly, she's been a tireless leader and an educational innovator in her 5 extremely successful years as our provost. Here to recognize our faculty, please welcome forward our provost, Dr. Christine Sapienza. Chris?
Good morning. Thank you, President Koss, for that warm introduction. Congratulations, students. It's a remarkable celebration that we have in front of us today on your academic achievements. And I would like your help in thanking and joining me to congratulate the faculty that have guided you through these unprecedented challenges that we faced during COVID. We all know as healthcare students, most of each of you have to go through a practicum experience, and that was very challenging during the COVID time. So to our faculty members who have led the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences, will you please stand? To our gathered guests, this is a devoted group of educators, counselors, researchers, and practitioners who have worked tirelessly to ensure the success of your students. Their persistence in the face of everything that occurred over the time challenge of COVID and just the challenges in healthcare generally has benefited your students immensely. I think they would agree. Again, please join me in recognizing and thanking them for their continued commitment to excellence in teaching, scholarship, and service. We are also pleased this morning to recognize the recipient of one of our most prestigious faculty awards. If our winner, Professor Wendy Capici, would please stand. There she is in the back. Wendy, congratulations for receiving the Faculty Excellent Award for Teaching, Clinical Assistant Professor of our Communication Sciences and Disorders Speech Pathology program. Thank you, Wendy. And finally, each year, a member of the Jacksonville University faculty member who embodies the ideals of teaching and scholarship is selected by their faculty peers. This honorary title is called Professor of the Year. This year, our Professor of English and Chair of the Department of Literature, Languages, Culture, and the inaugural Director of our new Center for Gender Plus Sexuality has helped to elevate the discourse on our campus. Please join me in congratulating our 2023 Professor of the Year, Dr. Sarah Parker.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sapienza. Congratulations, professors. Now, if it's agreeable to the group gathered here, it is time to conduct some formal business, the conferring of degrees. It is my pleasure to initiate the formal conferring of degrees process to our bachelor's, master's, dual degree, and doctoral candidates for the class of 2023. As Dr. Sapienza has joined forward, I invite our audience to please pay special attention to the cords and the stoles around the necks of our graduates this morning as they walk the stage. Our students earn these for academic and athletic performance and from other student organizations to which they dedicated their time and their talent while they were on campus. In addition, every graduating student who has already invested in their alma mater, whether through the Nellie Support Fund for Students or the JU Scholarship Fund, or directly to their college or their sport or their organization of choice, is also wearing a tri-colored cord representing their spirit of philanthropy. And I think it says a great deal about the character of these graduates and their families that while they were still in college, they were investing for students yet to come. We're very grateful to them. Dr. Sapienza, are we ready? The floor is yours.
Would all degree candidates please stand? Mr. President, it's my privilege and pleasure on behalf of the university faculty to certify that these bachelor degree candidates, master's degree candidates, doctoral degree candidates, and dual degree candidates have met or are scheduled to meet all requirements for their respective degrees.
Thank you, Madam Provost. By the authority granted to Jacksonville University by virtue of its charter and articles of incorporation, according to the laws of the state of Florida, I've received the recommendation, students of your faculty, who in solemn session have declared each of you worthy of your degrees and have recommended the granting of such degrees. So, by virtue of my authority, delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree, master's, doctor's, or dual bachelor's and master's degree from Jacksonville University with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. So Jacksonville University, class of 2023, it is now time to turn your tassels to the left, and you allow me to be the first to say, congratulations, you are now graduates of Jacksonville University. And as your first official act, please be seated. Will the marshals now escort our graduates by rows to the platform? Continuing a long JU tradition, we invite all family members this morning to stand in what we hope will be respectful recognition as their graduate is announced. It's a great day to celebrate. I'm pleased to recognize our readers today, two of our very best known and most popular executives, Dr. Julius Demps, Professor of Management in the Davis College of Business and Technology, and Ms. Alana Forte, Senior Vice President for People and Culture, Chief Compliance Officer and Legal Counsel. Dr. Demps and Ms. Forte.
We now present the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences 2023 Bachelor's Graduates. Cynthia M. Garza.
Camise S. Jackson.
Manya Sage Gerstley.
Savannah R. Johnson.
Anna Catherine Creighton.
Lydia Catherine Young, cum laude.
Rafal K. Saman, summa cum laude.
Alexis Paige Leichman, summa cum laude.
Sydney Carolyn Todd.
Anne Marie Frederica Crawford Loda.
Samuel K. Kamau.
Victoria Quanika Tucker.
Tanya Charday Kachald.
Bria Nicole Brissett.
Noor Rada, cum laude.
Alana N. LaCointe.
Crystal Valerie Guano, cum laude.
Cariana L. Ayala Drew.
Bryce C. Hutchinson.
Emmanuel Brown.
Mara McNally Reynolds, magna cum laude.
Mariah R. Francis, cum laude.
Jada Anaya Bennett.
Khalil Fleming.
Ryan Solomon Teofilo.
Campbell Owen Veld, cum laude.
Cole Edward Reasonover, magna cum laude.
Elias Daniel Perez, magna cum laude.
Travis Jason L. Kiza, cum laude.
James Hunter Randazza, cum laude.
Letitia Serrano.
Jennifer Gloria Ann Rojex.
Kiana Janae Crutcher.
Roxanne Diaz Benavides, summa cum laude.
Ursula Chishom Anbis.
Ashlyn Nicole Harvey, summa cum laude.
Zoe Ray Smith.
Caitlin Marie Miller.
Sydney Michelle Janke.
Anna Grace Combs.
Carissa Ann Keith.
Rachel Romero.
Jillian Mariah Malfors.
Andrea Marie Willets.
Kevin James Griffiths.
Kaylee Grace Roberts.
Alondra Nicole Santos Esquierdo.
Cassandra Brianna Edmond.
Alyssa Marie McCoy.
Diamond Sierra Kirkland, cum laude.
Ami Davison.
Justice Marie Cooper.
Daisy Clara McLaughlin.
Corinne A. Marlowe.
Bjorn Jurgensen.
Christopher Stephen Duck.
Nathan Edward Dykstra.
Roxanne M. Van Sant.
Erin Grace Helmick.
Claire Lillian Kotzowicz.
Clarie Louise Edwards, cum laude.
Shatrice Dunn Andre.
Katarina Silo Rapierzo.
Anson Se Ning.
Shinori Michaela Stanley.
Rebecca Lynn Props.
Tashima T. Corley.
Olivia Marie Amian.
Sarah Michelle Young, magna cum laude.
Laura Yvonne Matheson.
Shelby Dawn Giles.
Hannah Paige Elrod, cum laude.
Caitlin Marie Van Tyne, cum laude.
Samuel Malcolm Sterling, summa cum laude, University Honors.
Molly Kieran Wright, cum laude.
Joanna Grace Puglisi, magna cum laude.
Madison Ann Tomberg.
Maria Conception Sierra.
Alyssa Marie Ross.
Kylie J. Thayer.
Leah Cameron Sartegren.
Aaron Darby McCloskey, cum laude.
Caitlin Francis Lopez Barrios, cum laude.
Gabriella Lisbeth Jerome.
Gabriella Nika.
Caroline Diane Carney, cum laude.
Kaylee Leal Alcantara, magna cum laude.
Layla Ryan Thompson, magna cum laude.
Jakaria Kira Blair.
Addison Rain Lewis, cum laude.
Matthew Douglas Brady, magna cum laude.
Victoria Faith Jenkins.
Lily Jacqueline Hebert.
Hannah Lee Haddock.
Natalia Miranda Horn.
Alyssa Claire Holston.
Sarah N. Hagel, magna cum laude.
Madison J. Kreitzer, cum laude.
Liliana Rodriguez.
Emmanuel O. Ina, cum laude.
Anthony James Patterson, cum laude.
Allison Michelle Merritt.
Hannah Elizabeth Rodriguez, magna cum laude.
Bradley William Parker.
Fiona Lockley.
Samantha Catherine Pearlstein, summa cum laude.
Emma Colleen Clark.
Callie Deanne Manson.
Jane Marceline Pierre.
Jessica DeHart.
Mahalet Biru Getchu.
Renapolyn F. Alopre.
Christian Janos Alip.
Armani Alexis Swain.
Catherine Marie Soberanes.
Mickey Van Shell Cross.
Lynn Osborne Howard.
Lucy Stefanali Bush.
Jacqueline K.B. McDonald.
Eileen and Good Barrera.
Lauren Anais Stewart.
Shelby Lynn Leary.
Catherine Blocker.
Sofio Sanchanco Diego.
Charmaine Jean Quinto Garcia.
Caroline Michelle Sibnewski.
Milana Block, summa cum laude.
Cassandra Eileen Powers, magna cum laude.
Dania Janice Shaw, magna cum laude.
Tamaria B. Harrison.
Crystalline Tobler.
Arius Erica Parker.
Michaela Edwards. This concludes the class of 2023 bachelor's graduates. We now present the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences 2023 master's graduates.
Jessica Nicole Abrams.
Rebecca Valentine.
Kenesia Day.
Jessica Elaine Poff.
Mackenzie Brooke Yancey.
Anna Elizabeth Stawara.
Nicole Emma Horner.
Autumn Hazel Wood.
Lakin M. Odom.
Taylor Marie Martin.
Marisol Hernandez.
Katie L. Davis.
Paige E. Horn.
Haley E. Heminger.
Kayla Nicole Tomlinson.
Candace V. Morgan.
Erica Sylvia Choice.
Carolyn Ray Dixon.
Emmeline E. Pinkney.
Molly Mackenzie Bondra.
Rebecca F. Cicero.
Mallory Peterson.
Rebecca Berg.
Sarah Brooke Milligan.
Emily M. Brock.
Alyssa M. Thrift.
Scarlett P. Palmatep.
Michaela Veronica Burmaster.
Madison A. White.
Gabriella Nicole Stremmel.
Jessica S. Villa.
Jalen Daniela Duarte Sanchez.
Desiree Monique Perkins.
Kayla D. Cotton.
Brittany Michelle Williams.
Sarah E. Kramer.
Savannah Faye Lassard.
Nari Delhall.
Jessica L. Grabowski.
Megan Leanne Mayott.
Taylor Morgan Metcalf.
Isamir Ocasio Arroyo.
Daniela Velogroso.
Grace O. Carpenter.
Vanessa Maria Geraci.
Evelyn Dellinger.
Ashlyn Warner.
Savannah Mills Hawkins.
Myra Rashid Khan.
Lillian Rivera Legrand.
Maya Victoria Maharana.
Destiny Michelle Culbertson.
Emma Caroline Doss.
Emily M. Fowler.
Allison Nicole Ventroni.
Stephanie Christina Diani.
Olivia Ruth Rice.
Chloe Dana.
Brooke A. Fitzgerald.
Megan Laurel Rohan.
Haley Grace Nice.
Allison Joe Wilson.
Emily Megan Matthews.
Abigail Elizabeth Eckhorn.
Michaela Ann Harrell.
Mark Edward Rowley.
Douglas Terry Knapp.
Samuel B. Lee.
Whitney Howell.
Candace Brooke Hull.
Devin Beneby.
Jessa Bonavia.
Monica Deanne Afamefwane.
Sabrina Zulquarain.
Carrie Ann Keene.
Cassia Fernanda Schmid.
Caitlin Danielle Rafe.
Layla M. Patel.
Charnel Pereno Dakane.
Corinne Valaroso.
Iyad J. Mansour.
Luana M. Lustrea.
Nirali Harsh Patel.
Claire M. Vander Sluice.
Eric A. Adams.
Keegan E. Robbins.
Karina Navchuk.
James Franklin Walker.
Karina Chang.
Anne Marjorie Domovic.
Tina Joyner.
Taylor S. Johnson.
Samantha Camilla Robinson.
Eric Decane Faustino.
Passion Mills.
Markeisha St. Fort.
Olivia Santana.
Margaret E. Darmangian.
Janica Aaron Vitacruz Zenarosa.
Diavion Janae Cooper.
Anthony Lamar Merritt Jr.
Tatiana Pierre Luis.
Lakia B. Williams.
Stephanie Nwachi.
Jason N. Yoquinto.
Troy Kaufman.
Kayla Jetty Bradley.
Kelly Clayton Rogers.
Quinetta Trinice Dixon.
Angela Claire Keener.
Sarah Shepard.
Ashley Marie Daniels.
Joan E. Stiles.
Lindsay Marie Webster.
Jordan L. Cox.
Jessica Renee McCoy.
Nancy Page Richard Laney.
Kimberly Tillman Falk.
Victoria Lee Waltrip.
Tara King.
Christopher Basco.
Shannon Gibson McBrayer.
Jessica Mandy Blasavage.
Michael Lindvig.
Tara Corinne Bartel Estes.
Emily M. Small.
Melissa Ann Milburn.
Christine Chandler Yates.
Kristen Haycock.
Bethany M. Worley.
Morgan Bree Roberts.
Tiffany Parker D'Ambrosio Day.
Alexis Walsh.
Sage E. Harris.
Trishana Tiffany Sheffield.
Adam Murchison.
Natalie J. Bartlett.
Shantika Durant.
Daphne Delisa Kelly.
L. Nicole Schlittler.
Vanessa S. Trace.
Lenitra Ferguson.
Adia Jaleesa Barlow.
Shidinma Precious Ogba.
Victor D. Anderson.
Courtney McLellan.
Bridget Ann Miglo.
Nielsen Alicia Clemens.
Ida Lynn Metzger.
Laura Beth Hubbard.
Abigail Lauren Lanford.
Stephanie Grebe.
Oliver John Edwards.
Joseph Jacob.
Andrian Lamar Glenn.
Deanna Ortiz.
Kayla M. Cavicchio, Phi Kappa Phi.
Lauren Hodges.
Casey Marie Schlesinger.
Anais Rivero Miranda.
Oniram Beth Miranda Rivero.
Meredith Kaylin Herndon.
Albana Vata.
Manya Sharp.
Darren Brad Honeycutt.
Cecilis C. Sandifer.
Judith Lynn Pattisall.
This concludes the class of 2023 Master's Graduates. We now present the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences 2023 dual degree Bachelor of Science in Nursing and Master of Science in Nursing graduates. Andrea V. Jones.
Mael M. Charles.
Christopher Richardson.
Ashley Cameron Taylor.
Michelle O. Fogg Martin. We now present the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences 2023 dual master's graduates receiving a Master of Science in Nursing and Master of Business Administration.
Melissa A. Atkins.
Diana Marie Lopez.
Jennifer Karina Walker.
Jacqueline A. Pahor. This concludes the class of 2023 dual degree graduates. We now present the Brooks Rehabilitation College of Healthcare Sciences 2023 doctoral graduates.
Ilya Anthony Monaco.
Dr. Mallory Elise Winicki.
Dr. Samantha Elizabeth Fish.
Dr. Christy Lee Branham.
Dr. Shivani Patel.
Dr. Krishan Patel.
Dr. Jennifer Leanne Erlong Santos.
Dr. Caitlin Elizabeth Allen.
Dr. Stephanie Ann Stancliffe.
Dr. Renika Shante Moore.
Dr. Nayeti Sizemore.
Dr. Holly Rose Greenwell.
Dr. Thelma Louise Merrick.
Dr. Charles A. Harvey.
Dr. Jean Heather M. Crisosimo.
Dr. Vashana Elaine Thomas. Card.
Dr. Janice E. Simonson.
Dr. Kelly Lynn Larimore.
Dr. Patricia Ann Gill.
Dr. Ruth Evadelia Cortez Carvajal.
Dr. Amanda Nicole Kruder.
Dr. Kimberly Christine Schutz.
Dr. Jennifer Lee Malig.
Dr. Ashley Lynn Shaw.
Dr. Hannah Lee Kinlaw.
Dr. Paula Y. Diaz.
Dr. Casey McGee.
Dr. Stephen Aaron Spicer. This concludes the class of 2023 doctoral graduates. This also completes the awarding of all degrees to the class of 2022.
Thank you all. To all those gathered here on these historic grounds, I present to you now for the first time in its entirety the Jacksonville University class of 2023. Congratulations. One of our most meaningful Jacksonville University commencement traditions is to honor the graduates who've been commissioned as officers in the United States Navy and United States Marine Corps. Since 1971, Jacksonville University's Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps has forged a strong bond between this university and the Jacksonville military community, making our ROTC one of the finest in the nation. Since its inception, this unit has provided more than 1,700 exemplary ensigns and second lieutenants for duty as officers in the United States Navy and the United States Marine Corps. Our NROTC graduates received their official commissions from their commanding officer, Captain J.R. Hill, yesterday afternoon. Captain Hill. Now we are pleased to recognize one of your dedicated classmates here today who was commissioned yesterday and received her bachelor's degree this morning. I invite this graduate, who knows who she is, to please stand and be recognized, receiving her bachelor's degree this morning in nursing, and now commissioned as an officer in the United States Navy, Ms. Sarah Hagel. Congratulations, Sarah. Sarah is on her way to Okinawa, Japan, to serve her country. We congratulate Sarah and her family who are here today. We're all very proud. At this time, we'd also like to recognize our university's extended military family. There are 368 active duty U.S. military, reservists, and veterans currently enrolled at this university. They represent the embodiment of our university's commitment to excellence and service. I invite everyone in the audience today who has served in any branch of the United States military to please stand so that we may recognize you. Thank you so much to all those who just stood for your service to our country and for their sacrifices to ensure the freedoms that we all enjoy. Graduates, it is now time to invite you to enjoy your day of celebration and your lifetime of achievement. We invite all the graduates, the families, the friends, to remain on these historic grounds. Enjoy this time. Take your photographs, shoot video. This will always be your home. We've been here for 89 years, and this will always be home for many of you. At this time, we ask you to please stand and join class of 2023 bachelor's graduate Cecilia Dupre, also a candidate for a 2024 MBA here at the university, accompanied by Ellison Whitehead in singing our alma mater. You can find those lyrics on page 4. And then we invite you to please remain standing for the benediction following the alma mater. Cecilia?
On the banks of the wide St. John stands our alma mater dear, where by striving and through our friendships we find a pathway clear. It's the place where our thoughts return as through this busy world we roam. For our memories will always lead us back to our college home.
Thank you, Cecilia and Ellison. And now we welcome back Ms. Ari Jolly to conclude our ceremony by offering the benediction. Ari?
Graduates, friends, as we go forth from this celebration, may the joy and hope of this moment serve and guide you to find a lighted path in our world. Remember the power of positive intent and timely action in a world that is full of challenges and therefore full of opportunity. Use your many talents to create meaningful relationships, build communities, and spread compassion. And always, always come safely back to your JU family with pride and peace in your hearts. Congratulations.
Graduates, now as you go out into the world, we ask you to do one thing. Seek to achieve your full potential. You have an extraordinary opportunity now. You have the talent, you have the grit, you have the preparation to succeed. So please go with confidence and ascend to your rightful place. Warmest congratulations to all here today. We are concluded. Good morning.
Congratulations. You're exploring colleges. Time to fill out forms and write essays, then visit campuses and talk non-stop about your future. But before we talk about your future, let's talk about the future. This one. No, this one. Okay. Maybe this one. Here's the thing. The future hasn't happened yet. There are ideas about it, but they look less like answers and more like questions. Every question inspiring another question. And that's how it's always been. They used to ask what happens when it's not done by hand, when there are machines or software or robots. Questions, not answers. And that's where you come in. You'll ask the questions that guide your future and find the answers that define the future. Where should you go to get ready for that? Glad you asked. This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. Define it on your own terms. Want to combine majors? Go for it. This is a place to turn ideas into plans and plans into reality. It's a place to learn by doing, to do the research and ask important questions, to dare and fail and try again. And succeed, and then take that success and attack the next big challenge. Bringing marine life back from the brink. Reimagining transportation, robotics, AI, VR, the next big thing. What you take on and how you approach it, that's up to you. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You've come to the